Hi, you working from home, in your home office, out in the shed or garden? Getting a bit cold. Now autumn's here. Want something warmer, something a bit more than what I've got going on here. Or maybe something a bit more opulent like this. Or a bit more corporate like this. Or maybe something a bit calmer like this. Sorry. Maybe even something a bit more suited for the times. Well, I can show you how to build this. Watch on.
Okay, so here's the plan. This is my lockdown office. Very lucky to have this beautiful studio to work in. There's my desk. It's gorgeous. It's been a beautiful place during the summer. Look at that view. Fantastic. Unfortunately, we didn't insulate this, so it's even now, which is the first couple of weeks of October, it is cold. So the plan is to make this place a studio that I can work through the winter. How am I going to do that? Well, been out, I bought 5 sheets 75mm Celotex. Well, this is Ico Enotherm, but I'm sure it's a similar stuff. And the plan is to cut that up and build myself a bunker with it. Here we go. Right, so we've cleared out the studio and we've cut the Celotex down to 185 centimeters, and then we've cut one of the boards, one of the 5 boards, in half lengthways. So they're 120 wide, cut them down to 60 each. And so that is 120 plus 60, it's 180 wide there. Now we're going to tape them up with some aluminium tape. So we marked and cut out a hole for the window. I think that might be quite important, that bit. Right, that's the window in. Pretty pleased with that. Still got to figure out how to put the aluminium tape on an inside corner, but where we've gone down a straight line, it's beautiful. And we've also done is that the first fixing or something? It's not looking bad. I think time for some lunch now. I was going to use the bits that I cut off the tops of the boards for the roof, to insulate the roof. My calculations say 3 of these would have fitted perfectly inside. I cut them all to size, but then I found these lovely bits of wood lying around and measured them up, and they're going to fit perfectly on the perfectly-ish on the top. And I fancy the extra bit of height, because the other boards are 120 wide. They would have had to have fitted below here, which would have taken a little bit of height off of here. So I've gone for these boards. I may stick those ones up in above there to add a little bit more insulation, but otherwise put that last one in there, put the sidebar on. One thing I've got to work out is how to secure them, the corners. Still don't know how to do that yet, but do that, put the desk back in. I think we're good to go. So it's all finished. Well, finished enough for working in anyway. You can see I did put some insulation on the boards above there. That's the back panel. These are the doorknobs. I've got one on top and bottom and one over on the other side. Open it up. Put a little rug on the back to try and improve the Zoom virtual background. Does a pretty good job. But the number one thing is it warm in here? Oh yeah, it is warm in here. It's incredible. When I first came in, there was a few drafts, so I've used some masking tape, any tape. I still haven't got around to doing those corners. I probably will, to be honest. As it gets colder, I think you start picking up the drafts, and you start getting a bit obsessed about drafts. That's shutting the door. You can see that causes there's a gap, but you can pull those in with the knobs, get it nice and tight in there. Then I sit down. Bonus feature, I've got a tiny little heater in here which is connected to one of those smart plugs. That comes on automatically 7 o'clock every morning for an hour. So when I come in here at 8, it's already toasty warm. And then bonus 2, I've got haven't got it on there at the moment, but I've got a electric blanket that I just put on my seat and keep that that keeps my my legs nice and warm. And so far that has been plenty for keeping the room at the temperature for working. So I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I think the ladies in my life would like to do something with this, decorate it. They've talked about paint, you know, getting some paint and painting it. But so far, for what I needed it for, it is working a treat. Really pleased.
I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, I'm cheating a bit using Zoom virtual backgrounds here. Let me remove that background so you can see what it looks like here. Okay, it's got a bit more of a serial killer vibe to it, I admit, but to be honest, when I'm in here working, I don't really notice anything apart from how warm and cozy it is, and that for me is super important. So this has been a complete success as far as I'm concerned. Hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.